Well, hello, good evening. Welcome to Claire Petulengro with very greasy hair this evening. I have been for a massage, guys, and the guy at the end, he had his hands all in my hair and gave me a bit of an Indian head massage, and I haven't actually had time to wash my hair. So here is Claire Petulengro with greasy hair. There you go. Do we care? No. And I'm all casual tonight, guys. I'm going to be getting dressed up on Saturday night. But as you can have a little look, I've got my tarot card, sun card t-shirt on tonight. I do love wearing my tarot cards. I really, really do. So thank you for joining me this evening. And as you can see from the banner, I am trying to get to 10,000 followers. Guess what it costs you? Not a penny. So if you could please tag your friends tonight and ask them to like and follow my page, I would really, really appreciate it. I really, really would. So sitting writing my dailies and also sitting talking to you guys has given me a few lower back problems which I had already. So I treated myself today to the best deep tissue massage, which was also a sports massage as well. My legs were up here, I was stretched out that way, and I feel amazing. I feel absolutely amazing. But I've got some cushions behind me as well, and I've got my glasses tonight as well because I think I've got a bit of oil in my contact lens. I really do. Exactly. Kim Gary says, look, sharing is caring. Good evening, Kelly Elizabeth, Joanne Ripper, and thank you, Sharon Doyle, as well, for saying I deserve a massage. And Nigel Porter from the North Pole, indeed. We're going to have to come to you first for a card, I think, Nigel. So let me know that. But let's do you now, Nigel, as well. So there we go. I'm from the North Pole, says Nigel. Well, let me put my glasses on then, indeed. I'm going to tell you about the astrological lineup as well that's going on at the moment. And do stay tuned because you're going to want to hear about what's going on in the stars. You really, really will. Oh, Nigel, bless you. So you say your dad is in hospital. Good wishes to your dad for good results and for a speedy recovery as well. Really do send you lots of love, Nigel, and I mean that most seriously indeed. Okay, let's have a little look. Okay, so what we've got here is the Knight of Wands, which does show just some discord and disharmony in the family and disunion, but also quarrels over things as well. So my important message for you, Nigel, is that I really want everybody in the family to get along. I also want everybody to let dad make decisions on behalf of himself at the moment. That's really important. Now, I know, Nigel, that you are a really strong guy and a strong character, but also somebody who puts on a brave front. If you need to have a moment to feel sad, do take that moment for yourself, because sometimes a good cry or talking to somebody to let our emotions out can help release that and can help make way for far better times as well. What my concern is with your dad is not your dad's health, but rather how everybody in the family is being. And you say the word our dad, which also implies to me that there's other members in the family who are equally in control and equally worrying about your dad as well. So my advice tonight is very simple, Nigel, and I am going to be drawing one card per person tonight so I can get to lots and lots of you. And what I would say is take care of yourself at the moment, Nigel. I was just in the members club just now, and we were talking about the lineup, but we were also talking as well about the fact that sometimes when we're in a bad place in life, or something bad is happening, or there's a health problem or a financial problem, that it's a lot about how your mindset is as well. And my feeling is that if we can have the right mindset, then things can turn out better. And I do feel, again, like I say, I'll reinforce that, Nigel, make sure that everybody is listening to dad and listening to what dad wants as well. Do keep me up to date. And I am going to be here as well on Saturday to do 3 hours of live page hopping. And we're going to draw another card for you then as well, Nigel, okay? And Kelly Elizabeth is saying as well, I hope your dad gets better soon, and sending love your way. And Lisa Hill says, love to the North Pole, indeed. Okay, so Kim Gary says you didn't get notifications for live. Do put your phone to set to notifications as well. Alison Monks, let's come to you as well. Let's have a little look. So I want to tell you about what's happening astrologically. So after I've done this reading, then I'm going to tell you a little bit about the stars, because there's a lot that you need to know. And namaste to you as well, Smai Butt as well there. And thank you for the stars, guys, as well, and supporting. The mind is a very strong tool as well, says Catherine Kelly. Lovely Ace of Wands for you, Alison Monks. The Ace of Wands, of course, is a spark. When you draw an ace in tarot cards, it's a sign of new beginnings. And it shows creativity and the beginning of really fortunate events for you, but also it's better times at last for you financially, Alison Monks. It also could represent a birth around you, but it also shows experiences which will later be treasured as well. So the time in your life at the moment that you're involved in, Alison, is more important than you could possibly imagine. Could I please say, stop and smell the flowers? Because I think you're rushing through things so much at the moment. And what I know, Alison Monks, is that you are somebody who does care for others first, to try and make sure they're okay before you are as well. And I think that for you, Alison, you need to also make sure that you're enjoying the moment. You've worked hard for what's happening right now. And the ace, the sparks that you've got, is a time of more things to be enjoyed. New beginnings and more growth can come from everything that is happening now. Okay? So, do you like that? She says she likes that. Yeah, spoil you for once as well, says Claire with the greasy hair. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit that's happening astrologically at the moment. So this is what I've worked out for you today in the stars. The moon is still traveling through Pisces today. So this is likely to make us all feel an out-of-body feeling, okay? Are we ourselves, or are we finding out who we are right now? All of your dreams will mean something tonight. That's very important. So if you have your gemstones, your crystals, put them on your bedside table tonight, and make sure, please, that you listen to your dreams tonight. Right now is a great time for us all to explore the unknown, and especially the unknown parts of all of your characters. So although that we're not looking at life with what I would call a grounded feel, sometimes I think it can really pay to go off to another realm. Don't you think, guys? And Catherine Kelly says, it's okay to love yourself like you do for others. What I want you all to do is dare to dream, okay? Dare to be different right now. And most of all, dare to turn your dreams into a reality, okay? We are all going to be willful. Have you felt that today? Dreamy, intuitive, knowing things before they're happening, knowing whether people are good or bad for our lives. But also, we're going to be much more compassionate towards ourselves tonight. Now, sometimes that can come across, can't it, as us being selfish. But I'm sat here right here tonight, putting my teeth back in to tell you that we are not being selfish tonight. That feeling that we've all got is us needing to be more compassionate towards ourselves. If we are happy, those who really love us will be happy as well. So I always say as well that kindness should start with ourselves, don't you think? Hey, maybe that was my excuse for going to get a massage today, but I'm sticking to that. And also, I know that I was right as well. So my lesson tonight is I want you all to be kind to you, okay? There's no boundaries at the moment. And when we're doing what's right for us, then it will lead to us doing the right thing for everyone else. If you wanted to push your spiritual boundaries at the moment, then this is actually the time to do it. I see you, Crazy Leo. It's a great time to sign up to my course if you want, but actually it's a great time to sign up to any courses that you wanted or anything that's to do with self-development. Planning trips is also really well favored now. So the chances are, if you book a holiday now, the chances are it's going to happen. So that would be a dream, wouldn't it? That would really be a dream. Kelly Elizabeth says, no excuses needed. Self-love and care is very important for everyone to do. How many out there of you have not been putting yourselves first? And how many of you have been thinking inside, well, I really want this, but you haven't been vocalizing it? That's why what you want hasn't been coming true. Okay, so this is a night we're going to pull our pants up and we're going to put things the way that they want to, that they need to be. Okay, so let's have a little look. Let's go for Sharon Doyle. Got a nice coffee here in my Lengro cup. My girls, for the first time, are together cleaning my kitchen. So let's have a look and see how it's going to be later, shall we? So I hope I've caught you before you have to leave. You're in hospital. Oh dear, Sharon, I do hope that you're okay. Could we all send Sharon some love, please? I know that when you're in hospital as well, the worst time is when you know you can go, but you've got to wait for the doctor to sign you off as well. Are you in hospital or are you going to hospital? I'm not quite sure as well which one you mean with that. So Catherine Kelly says, happiness is contagious. I believe in that very, very well indeed. Let me put my glasses on as well. I want to give you some really good details with this. So there have been some errors and things that have happened. There have been loss of riches. Haven't we all lost money during lockdown? And there have been some flaws and blemishes in your character where you haven't been honest with yourself. So can I ask, Sharon, do you think that your health issues haven't been helped by the fact that you actually haven't been looking after yourself? And I know, Sharon, that you're a very independent woman who likes to travel. I know that you like to do what you want to do when you want to do it. That's just like my mum, that is. But at the moment, there could be fallouts and disagreements with friends at the moment and coming up. What's interesting for you all is on May the 8th, that's on Saturday, we have Venus entering Gemini, and that focuses on our friendships for all of us. So this Saturday, we will fall out with friends that aren't real friends, and we'll bring our closer friends that are real friends into the fold as well. But when we have the cup card here, when we have the genie card, the 9 of cups very much represents that your wishes can come true. So your recovery, and I'm going to say this quite honestly, Sharon, it is 100% totally up to you. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. This card shows that you mistreated yourself and you didn't put yourself first because you were doing a cry for help. Please tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, because then the answer is very simple, isn't it? I'm going to wait for Sharon's answer as well. I want to know what Sharon's going to say, because I do think, Sharon, what happens next in your life is in your hands. And I know that you can smash it, that you can rock it. And we know, in fact, I'm sure you used to come down the seafront. Okay, Sharon. So do you ever remember my lovely friend who worked next door to me for a decade, Jojo? So I used her on the wish card. There she is. And your card was undignified. So it's about self-healing. So you're saying that's correct. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait, Sharon, and we're going to think to ourselves, what do I want? What kind of a future do I want? And I know that the future you want is the best possible for you, with you being the best version of you. And it's your health, it's healthy choices as well for you as well. And even other silly things with you that I'm getting as well is the need to change your diet, whether you become a vegetarian or whether you cut out certain foods as well. These are all the things that you've got to do. Get a notebook. I love a notebook. Look, I have my notebook with all sorts of things in here as well. There's my list of things to do tomorrow. So get your notebook and write down your promises to yourself. And then you'll know that you can tick it off and you can wipe it through and you'll feel so good, because the only person that suffers is going to be you if you don't. Don't forget, I love a star sign. Please, please tell me your star sign as well. Let's go to Frankie Payne. Now, Frankie, you've ordered the Claire Petulengro tarot cards. They will be winging their way to you tomorrow, first class as well. And I'm going to put a little gift in there for you as well tomorrow. So let's have a little look. Oh, I'm going to put that one up. That's so nice. Hold on. Thank you. Oh, no, I missed it. Look. Let's have a little look. Thank you. I'm her favourite psychic. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I've had a massage and I'm in a rather relaxed mood now as well. I'm going to get to lots of you. I am indeed. So there's a card that's poking out here for you, and it's a card of transition, Frankie. So you're changing. And do you know what? I don't think, Frankie, that I've changed you. I think that you've come across me and maybe recognized something that we've got similar between ourselves, you and I. And I do feel for you that although you've had happiness in the past, you had what I call tainted happiness. So you thought you were happy, or you did a very good job of pretending to be happy. Now, Frankie, the ace is fresh beginnings. Remember, when you get your tarot cards as well, you'll get them on Saturday. Well, you should do. They're going first class. Remember, whenever you draw an ace, anybody, that an ace is a spark of new beginnings. Your new beginnings are going to be a little bit like a car spluttering, but actually you keep turning that key and you'll get there in the end. What you need to do is relax into it. And do you know what's changing for you? It's all about the way you view relationships. You now realize that you don't want to go out with people who don't value themselves and who use other people to make themselves feel good and then pick out other people's faults. So, Frankie, you have seen the light. It's like the light has turned on, but you've got to decide what you want in that room that's now Frankie's room. And what I think should be in that room is all of the things that you didn't dare dream before. I think that you've got the ability to be really famous for something that you do, to be really well known for what you do, Frankie. And I'm not going to tell you what that's going to be, because then you'll think that I'd chosen again, just like men in your life before have told you who you were. And they were wrong. To believe in ourselves, what we need to do is we have to own it. We have to want it. And we have to have that dream. And then others simply have to support us. It's very, very simple indeed. Just going to show you, look, I've got my Sun card t-shirt on tonight. I was actually thinking of putting more of my tarot cards on t-shirts. What's your favorite tarot card that you would like on a t-shirt, guys? Let me know, please. Let's go to some more people as well. If it's your first time watching, please do let us know, and please do help us get to 10,000 followers. Thank you very much. Let's go on to some more people. Let's have a little look. Let's go to Amy. Albana, could you pull a card for my fiance? He's a Cancerian. So let's have a look. So if you're Cancerian, he's ruled by the moon, and the moon's in Pisces at the moment. So he might be a bit self-centered at the moment. And if you didn't hear what I said at the beginning of the show, then please let me know, and I will reaffirm that in a little while as well. So your fiance has been stressed out, and he's been stressed out dealing with other family members. So I can help with that without pulling a card straight away, but I will still pull a card for you. And what I want to know is, with your fiance stressed out dealing with other family members, his mistake is that he's not dealing with himself first. So that's the first issue that you need to tell him, is he needs to take care of something that he was doing. And here he is, he's the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, this is how the King of Cups should look, okay? Love this card. But guess what? He's upside down, is our King of Cups. He's undignified, and he's not feeling himself. He's feeling out of sorts. He's not sure if he's got the capability or the ability to get through what is going on. And I'll tell you where that is, Amy. The characters that your fiance is dealing with, he's not just dealing with just now. He's dealt with these characters all his life, hasn't he? And when we're growing up with family and friends, then sometimes we have a relationship with a brother or a cousin or a parent, and it's like a wedge because they've learned how to manipulate us. And I seriously believe that your fiance has people in his life who know just which buttons to press. Your job, my darling, is to make him believe or make him understand how special, how good and how great he is. You got to stroke those peacock feathers of him and give him some reaffirmation. Yeah. If you can do that, you can pull him through, my darling. But also, I think there's got to be times now where you pull him away from that family circle, where you're not constantly talking about the family. So you know what? Take him for a walk in the park, make a picnic, do a surprise for him, and get him remembering who he is, and also get him remembering that his life, now that he's a man, is separate from that of his family. And sometimes in life, when family press certain buttons, it can create a whole lot of problems and bring up things like post-traumatic stress. And I don't know why I'm getting that for him, but I do get an awful lot of past issues that need to be resolved, but I don't think they can be resolved right now. So just keep loving him. Please, please do. Louise Ward, I'm coming for you. Let's have a little look. I'm looking for you, Louise Ward. You may have to comment again in just... There you are, look. And you're new here and you would love a card. Let's have a little look. So my daughter's called Lucy, but I call her Lulu, and everyone calls you Lou. So being a Capricorn, are you aware that you're an earth sign? You like to be grounded. You like your home. So for you, although you like getting dressed up to go out, probably when you go out, Louise, the best part of going out is the getting dressed up, isn't it? Because you do like to come home again. Oh, lovely. Could you pass me a crystal ball, please? Did you have a nice shower? Mm-hmm. Good. So good job you're not in front of the camera stripping off, isn't it?
Well, I put my trousers on the wrong way round.
She's put her trousers on the wrong way round. That's my Lulu commenting as well. And I've got a card for you right here, Lou, for you as well. Not you, Lou, another Lou that's right here. Let's have a little look. We've got the Two of Wands. I love that. Thank you very much, baby. I just have that. Thank you very much. Lou's been doing crystals tonight, haven't you? You have indeed. The Two of Wands for you shows that you've lost some faith recently. But the only reason that I think that you've lost faith, Lou, is purely for the fact that we've been in lockdown and for the year that we've had. I do feel at the moment there's an awful lot of surprises that are in store for people who are close to you. So you're going to be hearing over the coming days and weeks, Lou, people either in the family or friends making surprise announcements that you didn't expect to hear. And what this is going to do for you, my darling, it's going to make you realize that you don't have to do the predictable either, but that you have the ability, Lou, to suddenly go, do you know what? What do we as a family want from our future now? It's about replanning from where we are right now with the world coming out of lockdown. Because what do we know? We know that coming out of lockdown, we're not going back to life as it was before. But in actual fact, we're going back to a new life with new feelings, new inhibitions, and in some ways as well, new bravery for you. And I do know, Lou, that you're very, very brave indeed. And what we see with this card is a successful combination that will work things through, but there is work to be done. Okay, so let's keep going on. If you've just joined me, then let me tell you a little bit quickly again about the planetary lineup. So the moon's still traveling through Pisces, and it could make us all feel a rather out of body feeling. Are we ourselves, I said, or are we finding out who we are? I also said that your dreams will mean something as well tonight. So if you're somebody who doesn't listen to their dreams, then you must start to listen to your dreams from tonight. It's a really good time to explore the unknown, and especially the unknown parts of you and also of your character. Although we're not looking at life with a grounded feel, sometimes it can pay off to go off into another realm. I want you all to dare to dream, to dare to be different, and most of all, to turn all of your dreams at this time into a reality. You're all going to be willful, dreamy, intuitive, and much more compassionate towards yourself as well. I said kindness starts with ourselves. Be kind, but now be kind to you, because right now, tonight, there are no boundaries. When we're doing what's right for us, it will lead to us doing the right thing for everyone else, right? That's your reading for all of you tonight, and I will still pick some cards, but please listen to me. If you want to push your spiritual boundaries, now is the time to do it. Okay, let's have a little look. Let's go for Leslie's in the house. So I'm wearing sunstone again. I can't keep the sunstone off me at the moment. It's for confidence. It's also for independence, and it's for a glow as well. And I've also got my gemstone bracelets on, which are available at clairepetulengro.tv, along with my many other shops. And do not forget, guys, if you would like a more confidential reading, if you would like to go deeper, then you can book one-to-one with me. And Sammy Norcup and her amazing husband, Chris, have also set up a very easy new booking system for you. So you can book text readings of 1, 3, or 10 cards, or a 20-minute, a 40-minute, or a 1-hour reading with me. And if you don't know who I am and you're just joining me, then you can even do a 10-minute taster on the phone as well. So get booking for that as well. Who are we going to do next? Let's go to Ziana Lou James, who is a Leo and who does her makeup very well indeed. I like that. I wish I could do my makeup as well as you. I really, really do. I've got to the age now at 49 when I seem to do my makeup the only way I know how. It's repetitive, isn't it? I could do it with my eyes shut. Leslie Anthony is in the house. If you can see Leslie Anthony, if you'd like to ask anything about gemstones, then do ask, and she will message you back right now. Good evening to you too, Nikki Goddard. I'm live 5 times a week now. I am indeed. You can't keep me off, I tell you. There we go. So the Ace of Wands for you, and I do know for you at the moment, there's going to be delays with what you want, but can I ask you something, Ziana? Do your family tell you that you've been in too much of a hurry to grow up too quickly? Did you do experiences in your life that most people would have done older? You wanted your independence, and just as I'm advising other people now to find their independence, you in fact found yours a long time ago. But in some ways, and some would theorize, that it tripped you up a little bit. So at the moment, you don't have all of the tools that you need to do what you want. And I do feel that you've got to go back to scratch and you've got to start again. And that's how you'll gain the respect, the trust, but most of all, what you need to find within yourself. And I know you put on a very brave front, Ziana, and I don't think anyone who wasn't a clairvoyant would guess this about you, but you are not the confident girl that you seem. In fact, there's an awful lot of self-deprecation that you put towards yourself as well. So you need to start to build yourself up, my darling, from the base. And your talents and what you want to do as a career, you have no choice but to go back to square one, because you can get away with filling in the missing blanks with your amazing personality, but only for so long. So take my advice, don't waste any time, Ziana, but go back to the beginning of all that you want to do, and then you will fly so high, my darling. But most of all, you'll give yourself the self-respect that you want and that you crave as well. So Vicky Goodchild would like to know, please. I've got some pendulums up there actually, but I'm not going to go and get them because I've got some very old tracksuit bottoms on that I don't want you to see. Okay. So pendulums, could you please tell us, Leslie, which pendulums you think are the best ones? Depends what you want them for, really, I suppose, doesn't it? Has anybody sent stars that I've missed, Sammy? Please do let me know. Let's go to, who are we going to go to? Let's go to Leanne Isaacs. Oh, I love that hair color. My hair was once that color until it started falling out. It really was. I loved it. You're more than welcome, Ziana. You really, really are. So have we got any Taurians out there? Taurians love 3 things in life: food, sex, money. Taurians are ruled by Venus, the planet of love. And I think that for you, the heart always does rule the head. The crystal ball is telling me straight away, Leanne, for you, that you rush into things because you almost want to get there first for the things that you've wanted to do. And sometimes when you go into things, you already realize, oh God, I've made a mistake. And you carry on anyway, regardless. That's your downfall. So don't be afraid to back out of things. Just like they say, a bullet in a china shop. What I get from you, from the crystal ball, is there's so many situations that you've gone into. I want to do this. oh, I don't like this. And so what we've got to do is we've got to get you some more continuity, some more stability as well. Let's have a little look. Do you need to marry a Taurian, Frankie Payne? We can look. Why don't we on Saturday night do a bit of a compatibility thing, and I can tell you which signs are most compatible to you. But first of all, let's give Leanne some attention, shall we? So Leanne, I have pulled the Magician card, Undignified. It says that you can be weak-willed at times, but what it also tells me is you also have gifts that you want to use that have had to be put on hold. You will be using these gifts sooner than you think. And these gifts are all things which are going to give you the express elevator up to where you want. You cannot this summer put your social life or your friends before your career. Wonderful, wonderful things can happen for you this year. And let's just turn Lee upside the right way, shall we? So as you can see, the Magician card has all the tools of the trade that he needs. He's got his cups, he's got his pentacles, he's got his wands, and he's got his swords. And so these are things that you've got, but the card was undignified. So you're not working it for yourself at the moment. It's almost like you think the elevator hasn't come, and it has, Leanne. So forget everything else and focus only on what your main goal was. Because when you're happy, Leanne, then everybody around you is really happy as well. But when you're making do, then you're not the real you at all. And you say that you are, but people notice it. And you're capable of bringing a lot of people down when you feel that way. But just so true is you're capable of bringing everybody up when you're feeling good as well. And I think, Leanne, you've got a great future ahead of you if you can do one thing for me, and that is prioritize you. Very much to do with the mood, isn't it, really, as the moon's still traveling through Pisces today. Leslie's got a message for you guys. Go for a color, she says, that resonates with a chakra that you're drawn to. I know you love the Orgon pendulums, and you work a lot with your tree agate. One as name to draw, as aim drawn to them. Some people like to use lapis. I love lapis lazuli or amethyst or rose quartz, and we do have lots and lots in stock as well. Are Sagittarian women and male Capricorn compatible? Well, you're next door to each other in the zodiac, so sometimes the things that can bring you together can be the things that are irritating you about each other as well. It's all to do with the elements. So you're all either a fire sign, an earth sign, an air sign, or a water sign. And I think we will do, maybe we'll do something more about that in the members club next as well. What do you think, Kim Gary? You're in the members club. Do tell everyone, Kim, what do you think of my private members club? Do you like it? And do we get down and dirty in there? We get to the facts. We really, really do, don't we? Okay, so let's go to Pauline. Pauline, you don't say what star sign you are, so I'm not going to talk about your star sign then. That's fine. Just don't tell me. It's okay. Let's have a little look for you. Okay. Well, for you, I've chosen the Eight of Swords. You've had crisis, you've had calamity in your life, and I do feel that sometimes tough times in between the good times, going round like the wheel of fortune, very often feels for you like the normality of life. Indeed, this lockdown has felt to you like a form of imprisonment, like a feeling of turmoil as well. It also shows there's been sickness around you, Pauline, as well. What I want you to do more than anything else is you need to understand that your luck can be changed if your eyes are opened. I think, Pauline, I think you've been duped by somebody. I think somebody has convinced you that either they're in the right, or I think they've convinced you that you're in the wrong. But either way, my words to you are, open your eyes, Pauline Eek, and understand and see life for how it really is. Because once you do that, you'll be looking at a very, very different world indeed, almost like the Matrix. And I think your life on a daily basis can be so fulfilling. But somebody has done a very, very good trick of mentally getting you where they want you to be. So You've got to break free. That's what you have got to do. People are talking about gemstones. Here's some of the little beauties that we've got in the members club for members only at the moment. Oh, let's have a little look. Let's just take that off at the moment. Let's just, hold on. Best club. Thank you very much indeed. If you like a little bit of rose quartz, that's more than a little bit. I love this one as well. These are all going to be up in the members club for sale as well, and we can get them shipped to you very easily. But look at this as well. Looks like something Superman would have, doesn't it? Absolutely love. If you like large pieces of gemstones, we are putting them in the members club first. And Pauline, you've just commented that you are a Gemini. Now, being a Gemini, you're ruled by Mercury as well. So Mercury is the planet of communication. And when Mercury is in retrograde, which he does tend to do, it can make you very confused. But very often, you're always trying to please everybody else as well. So you like the green, do you? Let's have a little look. So the green Mashalite slab, it's £62.50. They are really rare, and I think we've only got one of those, haven't we? And the rose aura crystal that you saw before, that is there. That's £48.50. And Leslie's willing to post that for me for only £3.80. So these are going to go up in the club tonight. And we've got all of those. Let's take that down. Let's take that down. There we go. And let's get back to the comments and see if I've got any more coffee in there, shall we? So let me just have a little drink. I'll tell you one thing that's nice. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, the worry stones that we've got, the thumb stones, this is termalite. I couldn't even say it then. And these are very, very cheap in the club. So you don't have to spend a lot of money to have gemstones in your life as well. Oh, we sold it already. I told you they'd go the same day, Leslie. I told you they would go the same day. So we need to get some more big, massive pieces of gemstones in as well. This is what I've got next to my bed later on tonight. Look at this. Absolutely love that. I really, really do. Half the stuff that I'm supposed to sell sits around my house. That's the problem. I'm dripping water all down my mouth. I'm so sorry. So, Frankie Payne, you want to join the members club? Yes, Sammy can set that up for you. So just message Sammy Norcup, who's on here, and then you can buy. I've done my live in the members club tonight because I'm after this, guys. I am going to wash my hair, my greasy hair for my massage, and I'm going to get into bed with my two daughters and watch a movie of their choice, and I cannot wait. And then Saturday, I am live for 3 hours, and you've got me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So you're going to have me around a lot. Don't worry. I've also got to go this weekend and film a video for something top secret and private that I promise I won't mention, Sammy, okay? No, she's worried I'm going to say. Let's have a little look. So, Kirsten, you said need to get a new thumbstone as well. We've got some lapis lazuli, actually, that's in the shop. So if you just go to clairepetulengro.tv, then you can see some lovely, lovely pieces in there as well. And I do... Sammy, can I say anything about our plans? Anything? Just give me a little yes. A little bit? A little bit. Let's see what Sammy says. If Sammy says yes, I can. If she says I can't, I won't. Okay. We're going to wait. If Sammy says I can't tell any secrets, then I can't tell any secrets. Let's have a little. So that's what you've got already. Why don't you get yourself, Kirsten, some lapis lazuli thumbstones or worry stones? They're really good. No. All right. Sammy, shut me up. Sorry. Let's move on. Let's do some more readings then as well. Have I watched a film called Into the West? No. And I do love a film recommendation. But what I did do is I did join TikTok. So you will catch me on TikTok from tomorrow. What are you supposed to do on TikTok? I have no idea. All I know is I've fallen in love with the pool guy. Sammy has sent me links to the pool guy, and I really, really do like him. Let's have a little look. Who have we got here and who would like a reading? Who have I missed? Catherine Kelly, I can't. If Sammy says no, then I can't. But you will see in time to come all the amazing, amazing plans that we've got. Let's just say I'll be getting some makeup on and doing some filming Okay, I can't say anything. Dance. No, I can't dance on TikTok. What else can I do on TikTok? Please do tell me. Let's go to Gracie Trapani to shut my mouth up, shall we? It's so hard not saying anything. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so I've got a card that's jumping out here for you. My favorite card, the Death card. The Death card shows removing the old to make way for the new. It also means the beginning of a new way of life. And it also means for you the birth of a new way of life. Now, one thing that you need to understand with the Death card is it can mean death when it's around surrounding cards. When we pick a single card for you, what it means is indeed the beginning of a new chapter. Now, this is a card that I felt would be quite common for a lot of people as we come out of lockdown. Why? Because we're all experiencing this, aren't we? We've all got the ending of one way of life and the beginning of another. The Times of Sand here shows that you will feel, as far as your family are concerned, that time is slipping away from you. But I know that you've got young children in your profile photograph there. And you know what? Somebody said to me once a long time ago when I had 4 kids, 2 in a double buggy and 1 holding on to either side, enjoy every moment because it goes so quick. And I remember looking at them and thinking, yeah, because it had been a really long day. And I look now at my son, Paris, who's 20 and moving to New York next year. And I just thought, it was like yesterday when he was a baby. And for you, Gracie, what I would say is changes will be happening for your children, which are all good changes, but are ones that show they're growing up. And I think that you need to enjoy that moment, mentor that moment, and take the enjoyment from it, not the sadness. Okay, that is so important. Don't forget, if you do like Lengro, to get on over to lengro.co.uk and to meet my Lengro family. It began with 21 of us, of amazing writers, presenters. There is so many different styles of people in there, and of course the articles that have been written in Lengro comes up to almost a year now. We have got you through lockdown, and I really hope that you've enjoyed it all indeed. So TikTok dances, all the Lengro girls can do a song or dance, and there are a lot of people who do tarot on there. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, and it's a great platform. So what would I do on there? I still don't see what I would do on TikTok. If you saw me dance, you wouldn't want me on TikTok dancing, but I like a good dance. Who doesn't, indeed? There you go. Here is where you can find us all. Here we go, Gracie. So you got the Death card, clearing away the old, make way for the new. Your daughter moved out at the weekend. So that says it all, doesn't it? Did that leave you with a bit of an empty feeling? I bet it did. It's weird, isn't it? But you know what I did when my son moved out? I owned it. So I did things that he wouldn't have enjoyed, and I sort of made it more girly, if you like, because we had a lot of Star Wars stuff, a lot of Lego stuff. It was all boys things and football boots. So sometimes there's things that you can do. And of course you can plan and look forward to the next time that you see your daughter and do something amazing. I know that me and the Lengro family are looking forward to my 50th birthday this year, because Jack Tyler is organising a massive night out at the Moulin Rouge musical in London. So we're going to be in London as well. So I can do lives, and people do collective readings and do daily cards. Ooh. Oh, did you sob, Gracie? It's good to have a good cry, though, isn't it? I think it's really therapeutic. Better out than in, is what I say. If you don't cry now, you'll cry later. And eventually, you know what? You should be glad. I have a lot of clients whose children never move out. So daily tarot, horoscopes. Thank you for the feedback, guys, because this is all things that I need to know. Okay, let's go to Mark. Oh, Mark, look at that picture. Hello, handsome. Please, can I have a card, Claire? I just want to know if my kid's mum is by their side and if she is happy with what justice I'm trying to get for her death. So, Mark, I'm going to do a reading for you this evening, but I am a clairvoyant, so I choose not to speak to spirits, but I'm going to tell you all about you. That's a very, very deep question. You want to know if the kid's mum is by their side. What I want to talk about is your kids and you, if that's okay. Bless you, Mark. So the justice you're trying to get for her death. Bless you, Mark. Do you know what? All of a sudden, I just feel like I've been kicked in the stomach. I feel really, really like whatever's happened to you, Mark, has felt like a medicine ball hitting your stomach and staying there. So it's sort of stuck in your stomach as well. Let me use my crystal ball as well for this. Okay. So I can see from your reading that I've got here, Mark, that the bottom did fall out of your world. So what we see with the Chariot card is you thought your life could go one way or the other. So what we see with the Chariot card, let me put it that way so you can see. And that's my son, Paris, that Laura Ann has drawn on the card. And can you see that there are two paths in life? So this is when your children's mum was alive, there were two paths that you could have taken. You could have stayed together. You could have not stayed together. Things could have been happy. They could have been sad. The card is undignified. So that choice was actually taken out of your hands, wasn't it, by the events that have happened? And also with the Five of Pentacles, the second that this misfortune happened, nothing mattered to you in life. Now, I know your children mattered to you, but I think living a normal life for you, Mark, has been incredibly, incredibly hard. And I feel for you, you've got to put it through for your children. And I am sure from all of the work I do and all of the experience that I've got, Mark, that your children's mum will be by their side. And I do also know, Mark, as well, that we do find peace on the other side. And I think the most important thing that your children's mum would like for you is for you to go forward and find as much happiness. And can I say this? And it's a really weird thing to say, Mark. I don't want you to find happiness with your children for revenge, but the word revenge for what happened is almost what you're needing. And so for me, getting not vengeance, but getting justice, like you said, for everything that's happened, the best justice you can get is to go out and have the best life possible. One of your children seems to be slow in some ways, but is extraordinarily clever in other ways as well. And what the crystal ball is telling me as well is that where your children are concerned, as you grow and excel, but you've got to let your children be themselves and all themselves. And that means, Mark, if people, let me take this off for a moment. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just take that down. Okay. If your children, Mark, are told by other people a certain way to behave, or you're given advice of a certain way that your children should be, then my feeling is let your children be exactly who they are. If people tell you off for the way your children are, tell them to go whatever. You are somebody anyway, Mark, who doesn't fit in the mold. You've broken the mold. And that's probably why you were with the mother of your children as well. So very, very alternative, different characters. And I think you've got to show the world that actually we're all going to be who we are and who we want to be. And that's the key for you as well. You should come in our private members club, Mark. It's just the price of a coffee. And what we do is we have some very, very honest conversations. And it's almost like a support group. It's like my job is. Sometimes I play the role of a friend. Sometimes I play the role of a counselor. Sometimes I'm the role of a priest hearing confessions. Sometimes I'm the joker of the pack. And sometimes I'm the person who will give you the most blunt advice that you might not always want to hear. And I think what you need at the moment is a really nice support network of people around you. And I think you've still got people around you who are telling you what's what, and you don't agree with it. Okay, let me bring this sign up from Sammy, and then I'm going to, sorry, Margaret, I'm going to get to you in time. I'm looking for some new people as well. What's a good direction to go in, Vicky Goodchild? Oh, fun, TikTok. Is it? Is it? Well, you do know I like a laugh, don't you? Okay, so remember, you can book a private reading with Claire by clicking the Book Now button at the top of the page, or visit www.clairepetulengro.tv/bookings. 4 stars. Thank you. Don't I get 5 stars? Oh, thanks, Sammy. Linda Palmer, let's get to you next as well. Mark, you're going to be on my mind tonight. You really, really are. Mark, you're saying here, their mum committed suicide last year because of social services. And I haven't seen the kids for 2 years. Thank you. Bang on right. But they are your children, they are her children, and they will still gravitate back to you. So what you need to do is you need to look to the support system and services of people that can help you find your rights and find out how you can see the children again to build up that relationship as well. And whether that means you going through any programs yourself, Mark, you can do that, because get the bit between your teeth. When we get a challenge, you know, that the harder you fall, or push you down 7 times, stand up 8. Mark, do this for me and do this as well for their mum as well. And if that means you have to behave a certain way to get the results you want, do that for your children, because like we were saying, they grow up so quickly, and I know your children do need a dad as well. We are all here for you, but most of all, don't do the predictable, and don't let social services push you into a role that they want you to play. I know some brilliant social workers. I've also met some bad ones, and you need to keep searching until you find the right one and the right support network. And I just feel as well that the people around you who call themselves friends are enablers, Mark. So brush yourself off, look in the mirror, fall in love with yourself again, and do the right thing. We are all here for you as well. Okay, so let's do Linda. Linda, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And I'm thinking about TikTok now as well. Got lots of love being sent to you on here, Mark. You really, really have. So the King of Pentacles shows, although that you've been through financial hard times, Linda, the key for you is you've got to get back in the ring and go back to the things you love. It's a new job, new work, something that you've been resisting. Can I say, my dear, dear friend, Linda, if you feel that the option for the foreseeable future is not to work, that is the worst option you could possibly take in your life. Getting back to work, but a new job and something that you have a passion for, even if it means you working for free for a while and then working your way up to get paid for what you do, then I know that there's a new chapter waiting for you. But it shows that you need to think outside the box and think about working with people that don't relate to memories from the past. I want you, Linda, to get on the computer, and look at what jobs you can do that's either for free or jobs that you can get paid for that is something you love or that you used to love. What I feel for you, Linda, is we're going to take you back to the Linda who was 25 to 27 to 32. Write down those ages and look back. 25, 27 and 32, those 3 ages you dipped in and out of things that you loved that have gone out of your mind now, that you're thinking it's not a possibility. And I want to see you back at work, girl, okay? I want to see you back at work, living life to the full and creating a new life for you. And I love you very much indeed. Kim Gary says, Mark, it's a fantastic group. We would love to have you in the members club. It's like a support group and you're not alone. It is. It's amazing. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so, so much. Vicky Goodchild, you said lots and lots of messages for you, Mark. You would have needed that. You're stronger than you. I like this. So Alison Monk says to you, Mark, you're stronger than you think, Mark, okay? And I'm sure your kid's mum will be proud of how you're doing. Also, don't forget, although when social services get involved in our lives, it can frighten us off of reaching out for help. Communication is the most important thing. And Sammy Norcup, I haven't got her tonight, but Sammy Norcup is amazing. And if you join us, actually, if you join us on Saturday night, Mark, there are some really good organizations that are there to help you with people who have committed suicide, with groups with support for you, because you will need that support as well. And I think sometimes when you've had a bad experience with one group, it puts you off of joining any others. But I think you need a different support network than the one you've got. Do you all agree, guys? Do you agree with me? I hope that you do. Well, I've been having a whale of a time in here tonight. I really, really have. I was in my private members club earlier, and I'll be popping in there during the day as well. I've now moved into my new home with lots of parks and lots of nice walks around me as well that I'll be taking the private members on. Mark, let's go back to you. In some ways, I feel guilty because when you said there were 2 paths, there was a chance we could have got back together, and I chose not to. I wish I could have stopped her. Thank you, Claire. I've had to take social services to NATO to get justice, and they will support you, Mark. But do you know what? We can't go through our life making decisions to suit other people. You can't stay with other people just for the children. But I know that you need to support her as a mother, but you did what was right for you. And in the end, had she not taken her own life, that would have been right for everybody concerned. We never know normally with somebody who commits suicide what's going on in their mind. There's not the warning signs with the people that we get that threaten to do it all the time. So it's not your fault. And sometimes if that's inbuilt in somebody, it's not something that we can stop. So I really do think as well that you need to look at other support groups as well. So that's really, really important for me. It really is for you. Okay, so let's have a little look. I think that we are about almost out of time. Lisa Hill, Sammy, how do people book a private reading with me? What's the easiest way for people to book a private reading with me? Hannah Chaplin says, I would like to pay for a reading for Mark. Please, how do I do this? Hannah, you absolutely amazing person. Mark, do you see what kind of people are around here for you? Look at this. Look, Alison Monk says, you can't live the rest of your life with what ifs. You didn't know what was going to happen. And Lisa Hill, thank you guys. Mark, everyone needs support. My daughter has been in hospital 3 times with overdoses. I feel alone that there is no support for mums. We're going to have a little look at support groups out there as well, and I would like you. I've not had a perfect past myself, guys, and I did have Rise get me out of a situation for my life, and I can say that Rise were fantastic many years ago for me. Maybe we're going to have a little look as well, guys, on Saturday night about the support groups that are out there. Can I please ask you tonight, if you have used a support group that you strongly recommend and that you think was amazing, please inbox me and message so that we can recommend it on Saturday night as well, okay? So let's have a little look. Frankie Payne said, you couldn't have stopped it, Mark. The path you chose at the time was the right one. And Mark, do you know what? If you got back together with her, she may have done it sooner, she may have done it later. As I said, it can be in people as well. Let's have a little look. There we go. Some lovely readings. See you again on your next live. Indeed, I can hear my girls now scuttling around, and I do know that exactly 9 o'clock they're going to go, Mummy, you promised. Absolutely amazing. Guys, I had an amazing time with you. And like I said, I'm going to be here 5 times a week now, and lots more in my private members club. Mark, let's end with you, my darling. Thank you. I'm choking up here, and I hope that if you do cry tonight, there is tears of happiness, Mark. We are all on your side. I totally understand where you're coming from and what you've been through, and put my arms around you. I really am. I'm going to go watch a film. You all go and have an amazing night. And Sammy, can we get those large pieces of gemstones up, please, for people to be able to buy, as I think we've only got half of them left now, in the club, please. And then we'll try and get what's left on the main page as well. Have an amazing evening. See you soon.